Right, welcome everyone. It's a minute or so early. Class is going to start in just a minute. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the chat box for me. And I hope everyone is having a great day. Hopefully you could hear me and the audio is good on this. So what I want to start with is just an introduction. My name is Donna, if you don't know me. I have some of my regular people on here. So it's nice to see you all. It's been a few days. And I'm really excited that I get this opportunity to still connect and teach you guys and just support you. You're a great support to me as well. So with that, I want to remind you, if you don't have any equipment, that's perfectly fine. All you need is some carpeted floor or something. You can lay on a towel. I would suggest to have another towel or a blanket or something so we could fold over so when we do any knee work. Some disclaimers. This is your body and you know what is best for you. So if you feel any tense pain anywhere, skip the exercise. If you're having any other troubles, lightheaded, what have you, again, take care of yourself. You can get up and walk around. Child's pose is always good, or lying onto your back into a shavasana. If those aren't good for you, you can sit and stand, close your eyes. Take some time, and really this time in going inward is about self-care. And that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to post some more information about schedules and classes. So I'll do all of my other classes as well in the coming week. But go ahead and get yourself situated. If you have any questions while we're doing it about an exercise, you could go ahead and leave it in the chat box. I'll keep checking it periodically. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to pull back. I might go back and forth here. So first, go ahead and grab your blanket. And if you don't want to be seen on the video, you can go ahead and just stop video on your screen if you're not familiar with this platform. Again, if you can't hear me, go ahead and leave something in the chat box. And let me make sure everything is going. So if your hips are tight, I want you to see if you don't have a bolster or something thick that we have in studios, go ahead and take a couple pillows and stack them up. Or you can sit up on a couple blocks. Anything that's just gonna relieve your lower back. Because today our practice is really gonna be all about realigning. It's the first day of spring. Depending on what your situation is, what industry you're at, if it's affected your family, your finances, everyone might be in a different level of stress. Or hopefully not. Hopefully by this time, you're in a good place and you just need to move your body and get things moving again. So with that being said, let's go ahead and have everyone close their eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. And again, inhale. And exhale. Take a few more breaths in and out. Now, we're just going to begin to do some small little movements, rotating around. So circle movements are really good. Those of you that know me and have been clients for a while know that I like to talk about things that are gyroscopic. So hips and shoulders. That means they go in 3D. Like the joint can actually go in all three spaces. So it's not just front and back, side to side. It's not 1, 2, it's 3-dimensional. So because of how we're made, your hip doesn't always rotate your leg all around in that dimension. And depending on your shoulder range of motion, it can, but a lot of times we don't. So to get this fluid that's like an oil for your body up in the hips and the back where everything gets congested. Circles are really nice. If it's not feeling good for your body, do the circle smaller or bigger, play around with it. And remember to pull your belly button towards your spine. If you can, it'd be nice if you engage and do your movement from your belly. If you can't, that's fine. But you want your abdominal muscles to be the one really that's moving you around in space, not just your shoulders or your upper body. That's good as well, but really think of your abdominal muscles control what your spine does, and then that's where your head and everything goes because it's all connected, obviously. Now reverse it. And again, we're just warming up the body, and this is to create some upward energy, some cleansing, but also it's to see kind of where you're tight, what's going on, what muscles been overworked, what muscles underworked. And then do a couple more. The next time you come to center, go ahead and hold it there and take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Inhale, fill up your belly with air all the way up to your shoulders and lungs, and exhale, blow it all out. And again, inhale, fill up your whole body with air. Then exhale, blow it all out. One more, inhale, and then exhale, it all out. So now I want you to take a deep inhale, bring the arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale, pull your hands into the center. And again, inhale up, and then exhale all the way back down. One more, inhale, lift up, and exhale, lower down. On your next inhale, go ahead and reach your arm over to the other side. Hold it there. If this is too much for your arm or you're having some issues today, you could go ahead and bring your arm to your lower back, open up your shoulder, and it'd be nice just to turn your face down towards your hand. Contract your abs, pull your belly button in. Think of making sure that left side of your body is pressing down into the mat. And then inhale, come back up, and then exhale over. Other side again, shoulders down. Want this hand right in line with your hip. Go ahead and bring the hand. Everyone looks good, so this looks good. And then just turn your face towards your hand. Hold it there and stretch. Pull your belly button in. Take a deep breath. Then inhale, bring your arms back up. And exhale, lower down. Now bring your hands back onto your knees. We're just going to do a couple cat-cows. Inhale, open up your chest, and exhale, round forward. Inhale, open up, and exhale, round forward. And again, inhale up, and exhale, round. Last time, inhale, and exhale, round. Hold it here. Really pull against your knees, round your upper back, let your head go. Then inhale, lift your chest. And let me just move my hair so I can see. Great. Then this time as you come forward, go ahead. I just need to move my legs so they're not on top of one another. You can do that too. Go ahead and lift your chest. And then think of as you inhale, you're walking your fingers out. I might lose you on the screen here, but inhale, lift your chest, and then exhale, reach, lower your head down. If this is too much for your back, go ahead and take a few pillows. If you have blocks, go ahead and bring the blocks underneath your head and just stretch all the way out. Or if it's too much for your hips right now, you could just go ahead and come here. So my hands are in front of me on the floor. Sorry, I need to adjust my camera a little more. Go ahead and do that. So you guys can all see and I can see you. Perfect. So as you come out there still, you can probably move back a little bit. Yeah, and then again, lower your head all the way down. Take a few deep breaths here, really stretch through your back, and then walking back up. Then uncross and recross your legs for circulation. Now we're going to do some twists. So inhale. If it's too much on your shoulder, you can go ahead and just open here. If not, go ahead and twist to the right. So we're just going to stay in each one. Our flows are going to be a little slower today. Pull your belly button and really twist. That looks good, everyone. Yep. Let me know if you have any questions. Then twist. Then inhale, lift up, and then exhale, twist to the other side. Hold it there. Now with your head, you could just really pull it over your shoulder, or if not, pull your abs in. Pull the shoulders on the back. Keep twisting. And then inhale, come back up, and then exhale, lower down. Okay, shake it out. Now we're going to keep doing this. If the twist feels too much for your lower back or upper back, go ahead and let me know. I can give you some other adjustments, but we're just going to move on so we can get a lot of nice stretching here today. Inhale up, and then exhale. Hold it there. Now the next thing I want you to think of is this opposite hip is anchored down. Hips are down, and you're really twisting in your upper back. Your head can go all the way over, belly button in, then inhale, reach the hands up towards the ceiling, then exhale all the way over to the other side. Pull your abs in, lengthen through your waist, twist. And then inhale, come all the way back up, and exhale, twist. This time, stay here. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, twist a little bit more. Looking great. Twist. Then inhale up, and then exhale, twist all the way over. Again, looking really good. Yep. Shoulders on your back. And then up, lift here. Go ahead and bring the hands right back onto your knees. Just round in your lower back. Make sure there's no stress that we created. Shake it out a little. Then one more time, we're going to stay here for 3 breaths in the twist. Inhale, hold it there. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist and hold. Then go ahead and unwind. Inhale, lift arms up, and exhale, twist over, hold it there. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Make sure that opposite hip is down. Exhale, twist through the ribcage. Pull your abs in. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. And again, inhale and exhale, and then completely unwind. Great. Now just shake out your legs. You can rub them if the knees are tired or getting too much constriction. Now let's go into this nice open butterfly pose. Easier to say than the Sanskrit name for me. Go ahead and just bring the soles of your feet so they touch. Knees open. So the feet could be as far away or as close. We're still kind of in the early stages, so just nice and open. Bring your hands into your ankles. Inhale, lift your chest, press your chest forward. Then exhale, round all the way back. Let your lower back really hang. Let your head go. And then again, inhale up. And then exhale, round back. Now from here, we're going to do that flat back with your upper body reaching forward. So think of grounding your hips back and press the toes together. As you do that, engage your thighs as you press and then pull your belly button in and then open up your chest. Let your knees and hips really relax. Then press the chest forward again. If this is too much for your body, don't do it. No sharp pains. We don't want any of that. No one's leaving comments, so I think you're good. You guys look good. And then reach your head all the way down. So keep your head all the way down. Keep your head all the way down and take some deep breaths. So I'm just going to demo that as well. I'm going to bring my hands over my feet, and I'm just going to let my head rest on my hands. Then inhale, coming up, coming all the way back. And then go ahead and keep your right leg in and extend your left leg out. So I'm going to do the opposite. So you guys are mirroring me. So right leg's going to be bent, left leg's going to be out. So I want you first just to bring your arm around down towards wherever it goes. If it's here, here, here. And I want you to think that the left side of your body is, your right side of your body is going to be just anchored down. And the foot's just in front of your midline mostly. But again, no pain in this knee. Then I want you to just let your arm rest anywhere along your leg. Here, here, here. Flex your foot. If you can grab a hold of your toe, great. If you can't, just flex your foot and let your neck go. Think of this side of your body as opened up to the camera. And now your arm can reach out or on your back. Let your neck go and then grab a hold of your toe. Let that, see, like today I have some stress there and I want to let it go. Just think of stretching, breathing, deep breath. Then as you inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring that leg in. Then left leg comes in, right leg extends. Same thing. Go ahead and just bring, so start here. Could be different. And you want to have your leg wherever it's comfortable, but you're getting a stretch. So right before your edge. If you feel like you're fighting and fighting and fighting to keep your leg there, go ahead and change it. Just want comfortable. We're going into the stretches. We're not going into that deep stretch where we're overstretching it yet. We're really just finding what needs to be opened. So if it's here, one side, you can reach your toe, maybe the other side you're here. Then wherever you are, go ahead and just let your head go and just move your neck around. So I don't want you to feel pulling or tension. I just want you to find the sweet spot where just you're using gravity and the weight of your head to give you a nice stretch. Your upper arm can go up towards the ceiling, or it's really kind of nice to have it behind you so you can just let all that tension go in your neck. Take a deep breath, breathe, inhaling and exhaling. And then come all the way back up and bring the soles of the feet back together. On this one, I want you to bend. So this isn't a pretty camera, so I'm gonna turn it to the side. I want you to bend your feet here. Bring your hands. So if you have wrist issues, just change where it feels good. I'm gonna bring, it feels better for my wrist to bring my fingers towards. Then here, I want just to rotate the shoulder blades back. Let's see if you can see that. So the shoulder blades are pulling together. My elbows are bent, and I'm pulling my elbows together on my back. Then my head, I'm just gonna bring my chin to my throat. So it's that kind of double chin look, but I really wanna think of rotating those shoulder blades together. So we're just, and then now I'm gonna press my belly forward and just give my upper body like a little bit of a back bend. Then if you want a little bit more, you can lift your bottom. You don't have to. And if you want to, the head back, but I don't recommend. Just here, we can go into a nice table. Then lower your hips down. Then I'm gonna just change my body for one more. I'll keep it like this. So then here again, now I'm gonna come forward and inhale. I'm gonna do little spider fingers until I go all the way down and let my head go. Let my head release here and take a couple deep breaths. And you just want to take as many deep breaths as you can. So yoga, remember, is all about coordinating the breath with the movement. So you want to be in a conscious awareness of what you're doing. So if I'm inhaling here, I'm going to stop. Then I can exhale. And then if I'm still stretching, I want to come forward as I inhale. And then the next movement, I can exhale down. So you want to just coordinate that. Now, that being said, inhale coming up and exhale all the way. So now I want us to transition onto our knees. So I'm going to have you bring your towel, your blanket, whatever you need to make sure your knees are padded onto the mat, or just so your setup will be exactly like mine. That looks good, everyone. Now bring your hands to the right underneath your shoulders. So if you have wrist issues, if you have blocks, you can go ahead and bring the blocks underneath your elbows, or you can lower down on your elbows, whatever is best for your shoulders and wrists. Then tuck your toes here, and think of just your hips are going to be right over. That's kind of a weird angle, so let me go ahead and make sure you guys can see. Okay, so from here, I want you just to go into some couple cat-cows. So this is the cow. Your tailbone is up and your chest, think of your chest is going to the ceiling. Your neck is just going to follow what the spine is doing. So it doesn't, I don't want you to break it here, and I don't want you to look down, just somewhere nice in between. Then as you press the heels and the knees in and the toes, think of really tilting your pelvis to the ceiling. Then exhale, tuck your pelvis, belly button. Think of your head and your tailbone coming underneath you right here to meet. As you press against the mat, you're really pulling your shoulder blades off your back as you tuck. That looks good. Let's do a few more. Inhaling and exhaling. Let the head go down when you do the cat. And exhale down. Then come back to center. Now, flatten out your back. So if you see, you don't want that little sway in my back. You want it to, I'm just pulling my abs in. That's what's opening up and straightening up my spine. Then I'm going to take my right leg and lift it up. Press that heel to the back wall. So this could maybe be where your balance is today. So as you reach through that heel, just kind of play with it. Keep that spine as straight as you can. Then if you want more of a challenge, you reach your opposite arm out. And your face would just be looking down. I'm just looking at the camera to look at you guys. So reach through here, shoulders on your back. And then my back, because I keep on being distracted, keeps swaying. So I really need to pull on my abs. And then if you want more of a challenge, pull your elbow towards your knee and really round in your lower spine. And then reach out, lengthen. Again, see, I have to keep correcting myself. And then here, reach out, hold, pull your abs in, lengthen, 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 and then bring your hand down in your knee and sit back into a child's pose. You can bring fists if it's too much. If it's too much for your knees, you can do wider, or you can just lie into your stomach. Head down, so just think of your head down. So I'm just gonna demo that real quick, but everyone knows it. And then coming up. Okay, now go ahead and let's do the other side. So go back in, find your positioning. Abs in, knees underneath your hips, feet right in line with your knees. Then the left leg goes out, hold it out. So think of really pulling that ab in, and then your opposite arm and shoulder goes out here. You're really pulling your abs in and reaching through that heel and that fingertip, and then round right in your lower back. And then lengthen. Again, if this could be enough right here. Or you can do this. You have options. Do what you feel good today. And just think of really squeezing the back of the leg, pulling your abs in, blowing your abs in, and lengthening. Lower the head, lower the knees, sit back and rest. Child's pose, stomach. Or if that's still not good, turn onto your back and pull your knees in towards your chest. Sorry, my neighbor came in, he's a little loud. Take a couple deep breaths, and then now I'm gonna have us facing the other way. As you come up from your child's pose, go ahead and rock back onto your toes. So tuck your toes. And this is really nice to kind of open everything up in your upper body. It's called broken toe. It does feel a little intense, but think of, you can pad your knees with a blanket to help probably make it feel better. You can sit back on a block if you have one. But start kneeling, tuck all your toes. My pinky toe never really wants to cooperate. It's really tiny, so I really have to kind of put it in position first. Then from here, so again, if this is too much on your knees or your feet, go ahead and lie into your back, pull your knees into your chest, stay in child's pose, and then go ahead and sit back. Now you just want your upper body over your toes, and I think it's usually for everyone pretty intense. So if it feels too intense, you can come forward with your upper body, but if you can stay there for a few rounds of breath, that would be great. Really let that big toe open. Take some deep breaths in, inhale and exhale. This is a really great time to focus on your breath, closing the eyes, inhale, fill up your whole body, then exhale, let everything go. And again, inhale, and exhale, let it all go. And then come forward, grab the toes, and then you're gonna rock back and come up in just to a ragdoll pose. So that means, so if you have really tight hamstrings, or you just want more support today, make your feet wide. The closest I want your feet to be though today is a hand's width apart. So if you even have the flexibility here, this is still a gentle class, so we just want a little bit more opening so that lower back is open. So let me do it wide for those of you who want it wide. Now let your head, neck, and shoulders go completely. So just if you can cross-stitch your arms or do whatever you can. If you have blocks, this is a great time to get them, so you can put them underneath here. I'm going to do it without. I know some people don't have equipment. And it looks like a few of you do, a few of you don't. So now I've been lifting my head, but really you want your chin to your chest and head, like that. Take 2 full deep breaths and then we'll move on. And then bring your hands onto your calves or thighs and just stretch your body out. Then exhale, bend forward. Inhale, come into a flat back. So blocks, shins, thighs, and then exhale, lower down. Again, inhale up and exhale, release. Now, drop your tailbone and then roll up bone by bone until your shoulders go onto your back and you're lifting your head. Now, as I stand up, I just need to move back so you guys can see me in the camera. So we're going to do a few half sun salutations before we go onto our backs. So inhale, lift the hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your arms back down. Inhale, plant your feet. You don't want to be all the way back on your heels or all the way out forward on your toes. You want to be right in between. So the mountain pose, let's begin with that. Hands forward, knees are soft. You want to feel light right in between, not onto your toes or your heels, but that sweet spot. Then you want your hips over your knees, shoulders over your hips, ears over your shoulders, arms relaxed. Then let's move on. Inhale. Hands come up. Right arm drops down to your side and reach to the right. Let your knees be soft and stretch the side of your body. Inhale up, then exhale over to the other side. Inhale up. Now, reverse swan dive. Stick your bottom back, pull your abs in, then come into that flat back place. If this is too much, you can always just roll down your spine. Then, as you exhale, as you clear that plane, pull your belly button and let your head go down. Then inhale, stretch out your spine. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, you can either reverse swan dive, so tighten the backs of the legs and the abs. Inhale, coming out, press those hips forward. Exhale, and press the arms to the side. You're going to do that flow twice. So, I'm going to be wide. My stance. And I'm going to inhale up to the ceiling. Exhale over to the right. Inhale up. Exhale over to the left. Inhale up. Exhale. Reach through the back. Then let your head go all the way down. Then inhale, flat back. Then exhale, forward fold. Then reverse swan dive. Tight bottom. You can bend your knees here. Really tighten here in your seat. And then come up. And come up to the ceiling. And then up to the side. Now go to the left. Inhale up. And down. Exhale over to the left. Everyone. Good. Let me see. Keep going to the left. And then up. Now go to the right. This looks good. You don't want to be too far here, too far back. You really want to see if you can keep those joints stacked. Right shoulder, right hip, right knee, ankle, and reach. Because here, there's too much load on your lower back. Here, you're fighting your body to stretch and to lengthen. Then come back up. Then start reaching forward. Abs out. Pull your belly button in. Flat back. Then exhale. Let it all go. Then inhale up. And exhale, lower down. Then from here, you're just gonna lower down onto your seat again. Now with your blanket, or whatever you have, your towel, you can move it so if you need some support for your neck, if it doesn't feel good for you to lie all the way down. And then we're just gonna move into some lying down positions to end. So, first, go ahead and lie down, and just with the pillow, you just want your neck to be supported. Also, think of pressing your head down into the mat if you feel a lot of tension here. So for me today, blanket's better to not have it. So I'm gonna have you guys start with we're gonna do some pelvic lifts. So, or bridges, whatever you like to call them. So hands go down. And I'm really rotating my shoulders down into the mat. And then my ribs splay and open. So I would like my abs and my ribs to be down as my chest is open. So there, my front of my body and the back of my body are nice and open in both directions. Really nice for my spine. Press the hands down and the feet down. Then tuck your pelvis. Then curl your knees, or curl your toe in the back of the knees. Rotate the hands, make sure they're down. Then think of your knees stay right over your toes. So don't go out or in. They're just, imagine with your mind's eye, you want to make sure those knees are, so your inner thighs are active. Your glutes are active. Your head's pressing down into the mat. Then you're going to keep your abs engaged and keep your bottom engaged. And you're going to roll down one bone at a time until your lower back is into the mat. And then don't stop there. Really rotate your pelvis and tuck and lift so you're arching your lower back. So the tailbone's into the mat. Then pull your abs in. Use your abs to press your spine down. That's going to lift your tail a little. Then keep curling your tailbone to the back of your knees as you press your arms down and lift up. Once you go up as high as you can, go ahead and press
the back of your skull into the mat to release your throat. Keep the arms strong, that's your base. So if you're feeling pressure in your neck, then you're putting all your weight there. We want the weight to be in between those shoulder blades and in our arms. Then, and our abs and our glutes. So then now roll down, really articulate your spine. Here's a place where you can notice if your spine comes down in clumps or one vertebra at a time. Just really be aware. We're going to do 3 more. Inhale, lifting up. Press your knees forward, press the back of the skull down, keep your chest open, wait. So you want to be able to lift your head and look around. And then lower back down, keep tucking, 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 and then release, release, arch. So you have the opposite movement happening. Pull your abs in, curl your tailbone, press the hands down, lift, 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 squeeze, 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 shoulders on your back, and then lower all the way back down. Then, once you're here, just rest, turn your head side to side. Let me just take a peek. See if there's any comments. Okay, we're good. All right, go ahead and lie back down. So start with your right leg and lift it over your left thigh. Flex the right foot. Then from here, we're not going to do anything yet lifting. Anchor your tailbone with your arms, bring them out to the side. Just look at each hand and you want to make sure your hands are in line with your shoulders. Now, engage your abdominals and you're just going to twist over to the side. So the right leg is up. So you're twisting to the left. You're going to get that foot down. So let me show you first this side. So that's what it's going to look like. You're going to take your figure 4. Nothing's going to move. Your foot's going to stay where it is. It's not going to go underneath you. It's going to stay where it is. And you're just going to lower down. Then you're going to look to the opposite side. Trying to get your ribs, your shoulders, as much as you can into the mat. It's a nice, easy twist. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. You can go into child's pose, pull your knees in towards your chest, or you can just turn over and do child's pose. Then lift back up. Then from here, so I'm gonna go back to my other leg, and then pull that knee in. So just see how it feels with pulling that knee in before you use your arms. So the main thing is you want this knee to be open. So if your knee is coming in like this, go ahead and lower down and find a place, and it could just be back down here where the knee's open. If when you come in, it keeps on twisting in, what we really want in this figure 4 stretch is when you sit up, it looks like the top of a 4. So it's really wide. So as you lift up, if this is coming in, you can gently press on the thigh bone, not on the knee. You don't want to press on the knee joint ever. You want to press on the bone. And you can press away. If you want more support, you can take the same arm as the leg that's bent and you can pull it into you. Your tailbone, 2 things. Look if it feels better to come up, or sometimes it's better to think of grounding your tailbone. It opens up that stretch deeper. So find your stretch and hold it there. Breathe. Then lower the leg down. Now, both feet are going to be really wide, and we're going to go into a windshield wiper stretch. So start, both knees are going to fall to the right. Your upper body is going to be your hands reached out on cactus arms. And then once your legs are to the side, so your feet stay the width of the mat. They don't move with you. They're just here. You're in a wide-legged, bent-legged stance. You're just going to rotate. So your right outside of your right foot and the inside of your left foot, and let the knees just fall. Your upper body, you're going to turn and look the other way. Then, on an inhale, both knees go straight up to the ceiling. Make sure they haven't changed. Then, just the knees are going to fall to the side. and then you're gonna look the other way, here or here. Main thing is that you're just allowing this side of your body, the front of the leg, wherever you feel stretched, to open. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up, exhale over. Inhale up, exhale over. Now, so we're going to come to the right again. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, lower down. Then lift that foot up and then just stretch there. Think of opening up the side of the body and then just turn your face the opposite direction. If putting your foot on top of your thigh hurts, is painful, and it's not available to you today, this is amazing. This is just for a little extra stretch. If you're feeling a tiny bit of discomfort in your lower back, pull your belly button in gently just to let the lower back release so you're opening that up. Then do 1 more inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, lower the leg down back where it started, knees go up, and then go to the other side. Hold it there. Then lift that foot up, press on it. Good, take a deep breath here. Again, really think of letting this side go, hip, quad. And then with your head, you could bring this little part of your bone. So your temple's here, more front or over your ear. And then there's part of your skull usually goes out a little bit right there. And you can press the skull down and just kind of move the skull. Press that bone of the skull in. Just kind of rock a little if you're having some neck pain. Then just remember just to let gravity do its thing. Again, if you're having back issues, pull your belly button in gently. Do 1 more inhale and exhale. Then lower the foot down right where it started, and then come back up. Now, go ahead and we're going to do a couple more just shoulder bridges to straighten ourselves out and recalibrate. This is all about alignment and being aligned again. So same thing, shoulders on your back, hips up. For this one, now we can stretch our shoulders a little more. So walk your shoulder blades underneath if it's available and just clasp your hands together. Your hands can be lifted. If you can, press the hands down, squeeze the back. Again, press the skull, the back of your head into the mat so your neck's not working, and press the hips up. And just hold it there. Breathe. Then when you're ready, go ahead and unclamp your arm or release your hands and then roll down 1 bone at a time. And I'm just checking, everything looks good. And release. Now I'm going to do everything to the other side. So left leg comes up, open up, figure 4 stretch. Again, you want this to be nice and open. And before we do that, I'm going to have you bring your hands to the outside, use your abs, and then lower down until that foot is into the mat. Then you're going to look the other way. So I've done this twice on the side just for demonstration purposes, but you'll do the opposite. And if that doesn't feel good on your neck, go ahead and look straight up. Again, if any of these exercises hurt, leave a comment. I can give you a modification or skip it. Then inhale, coming back up, and then again, flex your feet. Pull that knee in. You want this nice and wide. So if this is where you could go to open, stretch that hip, stay. If you can come in more and you feel like one side is more flexible than the other, you can bring both your hands. One hand comes through and the other one grabs behind, tailbone down, and really just open up your hip here. Press the back of your skull into the mat and take some deep breaths in. Again, if you need this, go ahead and press that leg out to the side. Remember, never press on your joints, even with your leg. I want your shin, the bone, to be on your thigh. So it's not foot, because that could be too much on your ankle bone. You want bone on bone to be crossed here. I don't want one of my joints there onto my bone because then it overstretches my tendon. We're really just wanting to stretch out the larger muscles. Again, tailbone can be down, and then lower that leg down. And then this time we're going to do windshield wipers again. See if you can get your lower back down a little more. And we're just going to go now to the left first. And you can play around. Inhale up and exhale over. Inhale up and exhale over. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, knees fall. Inhale, knees up. And exhale, knees fall. Hold it there. Now, bring that foot so your knees are to the left and that left leg on your right. You can go ahead and do many things. Just think of stretching. Focus on what's going on. If there's tension in your neck, breathe. If there's too much tension, it's too intense here, don't lift the foot onto the thigh. If it feels good, but it's a little pulling in your back, engage your abs to see if that changes. Then lower the foot down, lift up, then let both knees go to the other side. Same thing here. And look. So I'm just gonna check in again, make sure we're all good. We are. And then lower down. Now we're going to end with pulling both our knees in towards the chest, crossing your knees over one another. Grab a hold of your ankles. So the cow face pose is the best way. Knees together, knees pull into the chest. This could be enough. If you need more of a stretch, grab a hold of your ankles. Pull your feet to your face, then press the shins to the ceiling. Tailbone down. Hold it here, breathe. Let your neck breathe. Even though your arms are working, you want your shoulders and neck to be relaxed. Pull it in here, and then exhale, lower down. Then cross the opposite leg, whatever leg you did. Pull your knees in. This could be enough. If you want more of a stretch, grab a hold of above the ankles, not the joint, onto the shin. Pull your knees in. Press the feet to the ceiling as you pull those calves towards your face and away from you. Again, check in, pull your abs in, really you should feel it right underneath your sits bone. Do this one all the time, especially if you're sitting a lot working. Then lower down, uncross your legs. Take a nice little hug in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then we're gonna go into Shavasana. So just make sure there's not a lot of stuff around you. Bring your feet, so both legs are just gonna go a little outside your hips, like about as wide as the mat, and just kind of let the toes relax wherever they are. Then shoulders down, arms are gonna be about 45 degrees, so they're just going down. You don't want it too far here or close to you. You want air and energy to circulate in between all of your limbs. Let your head relax. If you need a pillow for that or something to support your head, go ahead and get that. If you need a bolster or roll up a blanket for your knees, let me show you what that would look like. You could just take a pillow or a blanket and put it right underneath your knees if you need more of a support for your back. Get into a comfortable position, and I am not going to talk for the next few minutes. I don't want you to focus on your breath, on anything. Just allow yourself to absorb the practice. When we are finished, I will bring you back. But for now, just a nice couple minutes of silence.
Now bring your awareness back to your breath. Start to wiggle your toes and fingers. Move your head side to side. And then when you're ready, on your next breath or so, go ahead and roll over to the right or the left side and pull your knees in towards you in a fetal position. Take a full breath in this position. On your next inhale, go ahead and push or rock yourself up to a seated position. And it's wonderful to see you guys. We're going to do one final breath all together, and then text me or email me if you have any questions, and I'll send out the schedule for the next classes. But right now, go ahead and inhale. Fill up your whole body with breath. Close your eyes and just check in, see how you're feeling. Exhale, let it all out. And again, inhale, fill up your whole body with your breath. Fill up all the way to your toes, the top of your head. Sip in a little bit more. And then exhale everything out. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the virtual class. And I will see you soon. If you have questions, you can go ahead and call me. I'll still be here, but I'm going to end the video. Thank you. Bye.